Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome back to the 2001 season in Payoff Pitch Baseball. We are at Stade Olympique in Montreal, Quebec, Canada to continue my 2001 baseball season replay as the Arizona Diamondbacks will be playing the Montreal Expos. While I'm getting Digital Diamond up and running, we're going to take a look at our standings. Actually, I'll give you guys a standings update since we just passed into May. So now we've got standings through April. And the beauty of keeping my ticker in Excel is I can keep everything updated in real time. The Diamondbacks are currently in 4th place in the National League West at a record of 14 wins and 13 losses. The Expos are actually doing surprisingly well at this early stage of the season. They are at 16 and 11. That is good for second place in the National League East, half a game behind the Florida Marlins, who currently lead the division at 16 and 10 by winning percentages. So I'm just getting Digital Diamond up and running here. As fans are filing into Olympic Stadium, for this one we are expecting a sellout today. It is May 3rd, 2001. Come on, Digital Diamond, behave. Digital Diamond is apparently being a little mouthy today. Okay, here we go. Yep. So bear with me just a second while I get Digital Diamond up and running. DH will not be used. Board Game Companion. Come on. Everything looks to be behaving on stream so far, so I do get a little bit more time to check on that, make sure everything is working. Just going to check my settings real quick. Okay. With that, my apologies for the slight delay, but we are good to go here at Olympic Stadium. So let's jump into the action. Starting pitcher for the Montreal Expos is Mike Thurman. 9-11 with a 5.33 ERA. 147 innings pitched, 172 hits, 21 homers, 50 walks, 96 strikeouts in 2001. Let's take a look at the starting lineup that the Diamondbacks are going to be fielding against Thurman. Leading off, we've got Tony Womack at shortstop. Jay Bell is at second base. Luis Gonzalez is in left field. Matt Williams is at third base. Mark Grace is at first base. Reggie Sanders is in right field. Steve Finley's in center field. Damian Miller's catching. And our starting pitcher, Randy Johnson, will be hitting off of pitcher hitting card number 3. And that is the lineup the Diamondbacks are sending up to Montreal. Leading off for the Diamondbacks is, of course, Tony Womack. He's the shortstop. Thurman's a righty, 3 homers, 17 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. We are going to be using blue, white, and red dice today. Expos are the home team. Expos trying to pick up some ground on the Marlins in the National League East. Diamondbacks trying to get back into the thick of the National League West race. Which team will achieve their goal today? Only one will be able to. As Thurman gets the sign from Randy Knorr, we're expecting a good game here. So let's go to the first pitch, as only they have the story. Back up to Digital Diamond. We'll find out what story the dice want to tell, and the only way to do that is to go to the first pitch. Once I find the die that already went dropping. There we go. Now we can go to the first pitch. We'll get started here with a 3. That'll be a tough 69. That'll be grounded over to short. Picking that up will be Orlando Cabrera. He will make the play over to first. 1 out in the inning, and we are underway here at Olympic Stadium. This is our first time back here since the 2001 demo game. And here's Jay Bell, the second baseman. 10 homers, 46 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Thurman looking into Knorr for the sign. And he will pitch. 3. That is a tough 70. And that'll be grounded over to second. Grabbing that is going to be Jose Vidro. He'll make the play over to first. 2 outs in the inning. Luis Gonzalez now up for the Diamondbacks. 42 homers, 54 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Thurman will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a patient 26, and Gonzalez will extend the inning with a 2-out walk. Here's Matt Williams. 8 homers, 16 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Thurman will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a wheelhouse check, but a 75 is going to be too high. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Getting under that is going to be Milton Bradley, as Williams took it a long way, but that will be caught, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except for the walk for the Diamondbacks. Score is now Arizona 0, Montreal coming to bat. Starting pitcher for the Arizona Diamondbacks is my generation's lefty, this guy. Hall of Famer, murderer of birds, the big unit himself, Randy Johnson. 21-6 with a 2.49 ERA, 249 2/3 innings pitched, 181 hits, 19 homers, 71 walks, and holy cow, 372 strikeouts in 2001. To the point where we are going to be using the supplemental strikeout rule, and I'll point this out before we look at Montreal's starting lineup. Some pitchers have a strikeout range down here. I'm not surprised Johnson does with that many strikeouts. So if the out is being made on a 50 to 61, then we will instead use that range for the strikeout. Then we'll instead use a strikeout instead of whatever the out is. Here's our starting lineup for Montreal, though. Trying to turn the lineup sheet so I can see what we've got going on. Orlando Cabrera is leading off at shortstop. Tim Raines is in left field. Fernando Seguinal is at first base. Vladimir Guerrero is in right field. Jose Vidro is at second base. Fernando Tatis is at third base. Milton Bradley is in center field. Randy Knorr is catching. And Mike Thurman will be hitting off of pitcher hitting card number 1. I'm looking at this card, and I'm looking at Johnson is probably going to be rattling off a lot of strikeouts today. Leading off for the Expos is right-hander shortstop Orlando Cabrera. 4 homers, 12 walks versus left-handed pitching in 2001. Randy Johnson is a lefty, of course. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is going to be a tough 91. That'll be grounded over to short. Womack will grab that one with no trouble. He'll make the play over to first for 1 out in the inning. Tim Raines, now the batter. No homers, 5 walks against left-handed pitching in 2001. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. Snake Eyes is a wheelhouse check on a 2. Raines is going to smack that one into the outfield. He'll have a double. First hit of the day for either team. Fernando Seguinal, now the batter. No homers, no walks against left-handed pitching in 2001. By the way, feel free to correct my pronunciation of that, but be nice about it. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a ballpark check. 24, oh boy, that is wheelhouse for Seguinal. And 87, though, is going to be miles too high. That'll be grounded over to short. Womack will grab that one. He'll make the throw over to second. 2 outs in the inning. Raines will take third. And here is Vladimir Guerrero. 8 homers, 16 walks against left-handed pitching in 2001. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a patient 79. He's not that patient against the lefty. He wouldn't be that patient against the righty either. But that's going to get lifted into center field. Finley coming in slightly for that one, but he will make the play with no trouble, and that will retire the side. A one-out double goes to nothing for the Expos. We are all goose eggs here at Olympic Stadium after 1. As Troy Sawyer now joins us here at Olympic Stadium. Phoenix's Saturday afternoon baseball and the NFL playoffs. Perfect afternoon if I weren't at work. Hey, I know how that goes, Troy. Hopefully you'll enjoy a little bit of Saturday afternoon baseball here on the channel, as we've got so far a pitcher's duel. We'll see how long Thurman can go. We'll see how long Thurman can go pitch for pitch with the big unit and the murderer of birds. Top of the second coming up, and here's Mark Grace. 13 homers, 44 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. We will probably be having Sunday afternoon baseball tomorrow as well, but I'll talk more about that during the 7th inning stretch. Thurman will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is going to be a ballpark check. 17, that's wheelhouse for Grace. A 39, that's going to be a leadoff single by Mark Grace. He will have a leadoff base hit as the Diamondbacks get their first hit on the day here in the top of the second. Infield moving to double play depth. Batter now, actually a 39. Yeah, still a base hit against a righty. Reggie Sanders, now the batter. 19 homers, 28 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Grace is not going anywhere on the base path. Sanders has actually got pretty good power anyway. Thurman will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 3, that is a tough 14. That's going to be an ugly swing by Sanders, but that'll be strike 3 for out number 1. Steve Finley now taking his first time at the plate. 12 homers, 31 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Thurman will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 8, that is an in-play 60. That'll be grounded over to third. Picking that up will be Tatis. Can the Expos go around the horn, looking for a 6 or less on 2D6? Tatis has got it. He will throw that... Tatis has it. He will throw that over to... Vidro. That'll get Grace. Vidro turns, fires to Seguinal at first. That'll be in time. The Expos will go around the horn for a 6-4 or a 5-4-3 inning-ending double play. Stadium cheers. Yay! Leadoff single goes to nothing for the Diamondbacks as we head for the bottom of the second, still scoreless. Bottom of the second brings us to the middle of the Expos order as Johnson finishes up his warm-up tosses. Jose Vidro, now the batter. 3 homers, 4 walks against left-handed pitching in 2001. The big unit will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is a tough 67. Just that's out of Johnson's supplemental strikeout range, but a 67 will be a ground ball over to third. Miller will get to that. Actually, Williams will get to that one with no trouble. He will throw that over to first. 1 out in the inning. Fernando Tatis, now the batter. 1 homer, 6 walks against left-handed pitching in 2001. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 10. That is a ballpark check. Uh-oh, that's a wheelhouse for Tatis. A 37 against the lefty is going to be a base hit for Tatis. He will have a single with 1 out. The Diamondbacks will go to double play depth. Here's Milton Bradley. No homers, 6 walks against left-handed pitching in 2001. We'll see if the Diamondbacks can do unto the Expos as the Expos did unto them in the top of the second. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 11. That's going to be an ugly swing by Bradley as he's way behind that fastball for strike 3. That'll be out number 2. Johnson's first strikeout of the day somehow. Johnson had 372 of them in 2001. Randy Knorr, now the batter. No homers, 5 walks against left-handed pitching in 2001. Johnson, not a sight to take lightly in 2001. He will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is a tough 12, and good luck catching up to that one. That's going to get blown by Knorr as he's just waving the bat at it out of habit. Strike 3, that'll retire the side. A leadoff single coming to nothing for the Expos. Johnson and Thurman trading goose eggs here after 2. Top of the third coming up brings us to the bottom of the Diamondbacks order. Damian Miller, now the batter. 12 homers, 17 walks against right-handed pitching in 2001. Thurman will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. For 6, that is an in-play 73. That's going to be miles too high. That'll be a grounder over to second. Vidro will grab that one with no trouble. He'll make the throw over to first. 1 out in the inning. Randy Johnson up next on pitcher hitting card number 3. Thurman will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 8, that's an in-play 76. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Coming under that for the Expos is going to be Bradley. He will make the catch for the second out of the inning. Womack now back to the plate. Womack grounded to short his first time up. Thurman will get the sign from Knorr. Can't get a hand on the dice here. There we go. Thurman will set, and he will pitch. Couldn't get it where I could shake it. Boxcars is a defense check. We are looking at range on the first baseman. First baseman is Seguinal. His range is a C. And a 96 is going to have that with no problem. That'll be grounded right at him. He'll wave off Thurman coming over, take that to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks here in the top of the third. Now we get set for the bottom of the third. Bottom of the third brings us to the bottom of the Expos order. Mike Thurman stepping into the batter's box on pitcher hitting card number 1. Thurman putting up another goose egg. Let's see if Johnson can do the same. Johnson will get the sign from Miller, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 50, and that's going to be a called strike 3 on Thurman. Third straight strikeout for Johnson, 1 away here in the bottom of the third. Here's Cabrera. Cabrera grounded to Womack his first time up. Johnson looking in at Miller for the sign. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a patient 73. Not that patient against the lefty. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Finley getting under that one for the Snakes. He will make the catch for out number 2. Raines, now the batter. Raines today has a double. Johnson will get the sign from Miller once again. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 8, and good luck catching up to, good luck catching up to that one. Raines is going to swing through a slider for strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Expos here in the bottom of the third. Still scoreless in Montreal after 3. Okay. Top of the... that glare is... I'm going to see if I can tip that glare up just a bit so I don't have such a problem here. Let me see if I can play around with this camera a little bit so I can move it. That glare is bothering me a little bit, being right on the inning number. There might not be much I can do about that, actually, unless I turn it off, but I don't really want to turn it off. Let me see if I can... trying to see what I can do here about it. I think that'll work a little better. The only hope I have here is that we're not going to need bonus baseball to get this one over with. What the? Okay, I'm not sure what happened there, but I'll take it. Got rid of the glare for me, no problem. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened, but hell if I'm going to argue with the result. Top of the fourth brings us back to the top of the Diamondbacks order. Here's Bell. Bell is 0 for 1 today. Thurman knows his counterpart is a flamethrower. He's got to stay with him. Thurman will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. Snake Eyes is a patient 71. Against a righty, Bell is patient enough to get a base hit, as he will lead off with a single. Infield will go to double play depth as Lugo steps to the plate. Lugo today he has a walk. They're not telling him to bunt here. Thurman will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a patient 40, and that's going to be a walk for Gonzalez, as suddenly the Diamondbacks have something going on here with nobody out. Second walk on the day for Gonzalez. And the batter now is Williams. Williams today flew out to center his first time up. Thurman knows he's got to be careful. He's coming to a murderer's row of this Diamondbacks lineup. Thurman will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a tough 81. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Coming under that one is going to be Bradley. He will make the catch for out number 1. Actually, I think I know what happened to take away the glare. I think the scoreboard probably adjusted itself. Let me just check that out, see if I can stand that up a little bit more. Yeah, that's actually a lot better. We put in the fly ball. Yes, we did. Okay. Batter now is Grace. Stand up. There we go. Grace today has a single. Thurman will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. Snake Eyes is a patient 11, and the bases are all of a sudden loaded with snakes. This could be big trouble for the Expos. That will most definitely force the infield in, as the batter now is Sanders. Sanders today, he struck out his first time up. No place to put Sanders at the plate. I'm going to see if I can track down my infield in chart. So I've got that all ready to go. Here we go. No place to put Sanders for the Diamondbacks. Expos trying to get out of trouble here. Thurman will get the sign from Nor. He will set, and here comes the pitch. 8 is an in-play 3, and unfortunately for the Expos, that's going to clear the bases as Sanders is going to have a double. Line drive into the alley into center field. Everybody's going to score. Party at the plate on Sanders' behalf. That'll be a 3 RBI double for Sanders as the Diamondbacks have a 3-0 lead here. Stadium groans. Ugh. Finley, now the batter. Finley grounded into a double play his first time up. 3-0 Diamondbacks here in the top of the 4th. Thurman cannot believe that. Thurman will get the sign from Nor. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is an in-play 25, and against a lefty, or against a righty, Finley's going to have another single. Grounder up the middle into center field. Sanders will come to the plate. Finley will go to first. 4-0 Diamondbacks. Stadium groans. Ugh. 4-0 Diamondbacks. Infield back to double play depth. Batter now is Miller. Miller today is 0 for 1. We're going to get some activity in the Montreal bullpen as getting loose for the Expos is going to be... let me see who is on long relief in the Expos bullpen. I've got a couple of guys on long relief. I'm just not sure who I want to get warming up. I want to make sure neither one of these is coming up to start. Okay, that tells me who's going to get loose for the Expos. Getting loose for the Expos is going to be Masato Yoshii. Thurman looking shaky here in the top of the 4th. Thurman will get the sign from Nor. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a patient 16, and yep, that'll be a walk for Miller. As Thurman is making this... As Thurman is not having good things happen here. Batter now is Johnson. Johnson is 0 for 1. I think they're going to have Johnson lay down the bunt here. He's a B bunt. That'll be a good sacrifice over to third base. Grabbing that is going to be Tatis. The only play he'll have will be over to first for 2 outs in the inning. Everybody is going to move up. Finley will go to third. Miller will go to second. As Johnson will do his job, move everybody up. Batter now is Womack. Womack today is 0 for 2. Thurman looking very shaky here. Yoshii continuing to throw in the Expos bullpen. Thurman will get the sign from Nor. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is an in-play 34, and against a righty, Womack's going to have a single out of that. Both runners are going to score. Wheels suddenly coming off for the Expos. 6-0 Diamondbacks. Batter now is Bell with 2 outs, and that is going to be it for Thurman. He's going to come out of the game. Coming in to pitch for the Expos as Montreal is suddenly facing a very bad situation here is going to be... Okay. There's going to be Masato Yoshii, 4-7 with a 4.78 ERA, 113 innings pitched, 127 hits, 18 homers, 26 walks, and 63 strikeouts in 2001. I will also mention that my 10-run mercy rule is in effect, even on a weekend game. Yoshi will get the sign from Nor. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a patient 5, and Bell's going to have, and the first thing Yoshi's going to do is walk Bell. And all of a sudden, the Diamondbacks are back to life with 2 outs, as Lugo is the batter. Lugo has 2 walks today. Yoshi trying to get the Expos out of the top of the 4th. 6-0 Arizona. Diamondbacks are threatening. Yoshi will get the sign from Nor. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is an in-play 8, and Gonzalez is going to have a single out of that. Actually, that's going to be a bases-clearing single as everybody was taking off with the pitch. Gonzalez with a 2 RBI single. 8-0 Diamondbacks. Stadium groans. Ugh. Hold on. I should have ended up with... Actually, I think I've got to put this in as... I probably have to put it in 3 stars because I did want both runners scoring here. Because the card flipped over, runner on first advances 2 bases, but I play with 1 extra base advance with 2 outs. So let's do it that way. That should end up where I want it to be. Because I want it to be 8-0 Arizona and the batter Williams. Perfect. Williams today is 0 for 2. We could be very near triggering the mercy rule here. And I'll explain how that works if it becomes relevant. Yoshi will get the sign from Nor. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is an in-play 49. That'll be grounded over to first. Picking that up is going to be Seguinal. He will make the play, or he'll make the play over to Yoshi coming over to cover. That will retire the side. But what an inning for the Diamondbacks. 8 runs. 8 runs on 5 hits and 3 walks. And all of a sudden, it is 8-0 Arizona as we get set for the bottom of the 4th. So the way this mercy rule is going to work is after 5 innings, normal baseball rules applying, if the teams are separated by at least 10 runs, then I'm going to call the game because at that point, there's just really no point in going through everything. So basically, after 5, if the Diamondbacks open up a 10 or more run lead, after the Expos have a chance to bat in the bottom of the 5th, if they're still separated by 10 or more runs, then I'm going to trigger the mercy rule and the game will be over at that point. That's mostly something I'm going to start doing with this replay to combat very long games because I don't want to be going too long on work nights. Technically it's a weeknight, but I kind of want to have a night to myself tonight, which is part of why I'm going to be going early, which is part of why I'm playing this game early tonight. Plus the ticker takes a fair length of time. I could also cut the ticker out, but for now, this is the solution I'm going to go with. Bottom of the 4th coming up as Seguinal now stepping back into the batter's box. Seems like such a lifetime ago since the Expos last batted. Seguinal is 0 for 1. Plus, I'm hearing my stomach sending me nasty grams, so I want to get going on. I want to get an early dinner tonight. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 11 is a patient 1, and Seguinal will lead off the inning with a walk. A leadoff base runner is how everything got started for the Diamondbacks in their half of the 4th. Infield will go to double play depth. Batter now is Guerrero. Guerrero today is 0 for 1. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 40. And against a righty, or against a lefty, Guerrero will have a base hit. Sharp liner into center field. Runner on first advances 2 bases. As here we go. Batter now is Vidro. The Diamondbacks are going to trade the run for 2 outs. Vidro today is 0 for 1. Plus Johnson is a strikeout machine. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. Fans here at Olympic Stadium are on their feet. Johnson will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a ballpark check. 12 is wheelhouse for a righty. He's hitting against a lefty. A 42. That's going to be a base hit for Vidro. Soft blooper into short left field. Runner on third scores. So Seguinal will score. Guerrero will go to first. Vidro will go to second. It is now 8-1 in favor of the Diamondbacks. Fans at Olympic Stadium, barely reacting to that. They need a lot more runs than that. Here's Tatis. Tatis today is 1 for 1. He's got a single. Johnson looking a little bit shaky here. Runners on the corners here. Still nobody out. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is a tough 20. Swing and a miss by Tatis. A pretty bad swing, actually. That'll be strike 3 for out number 1. 1 out in the inning. Bradley now the batter. Bradley today is 0 for 1. Johnson trying to get out of trouble here in the bottom of the 4th. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a ballpark check. Oh boy. That's wheelhouse for Bradley. Fortunately for the Diamondbacks, he can't hit a homer off of wheelhouse to a lefty. 56. However, that is within Johnson's supplemental strikeout range, so that's going to be a called strike 3 on Bradley. 2 outs in the inning. As he is making an out on that, right? That's wheelhouse 56. Yes. He is making an out on that, so that'll be 2 outs in the inning. Nor now the batter. Nor today is 0 for 1. Johnson trying to get out of trouble here in the bottom of the 4th. Runners on the corners with 2 outs. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 39. And that'll be a called strike 3 on Knorr, and the Diamondbacks will get out of trouble. Only the 6th strikeout. Actually, that is the 7th strikeout for Johnson, as he gets the Diamondbacks out of the 4th with only 1 run on 2 hits and a walk, and the Diamondbacks holding an 8-1 lead here after 4. Top of the 5th coming up, and we're in the middle of the Diamondbacks order, as Yoshi is now facing Grace. Grace was 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Yoshi will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 24, and against a righty, Grace is going to have a base hit. I thought he was going to have a double for a second, but no, his starter is a lefty. And here come the Diamondbacks once again. Double play depth for Arizona. Batter now is Sanders. Sanders today is 1 for 2. He's got a double. Yoshi will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a patient 16, and yep, that'll be ball 4. Suddenly, the Diamondbacks have 2 on, nobody out, and the batter is Finley. Finley is 1 for 2 with a single. And the Expos are going to get some more activity in their bullpen. Let's see. They are going to get... They need somebody who can stop this bleeding. The Expos are going to get... The Expos are going to get Scott Stewart warming up in the bullpen. Yoshi will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 84, and that'll be a fly ball into center field. Coming under that is going to be Bradley. He will make the catch for out number 1. Grace will not try to advance. One out in the inning, and the batter is Miller. Miller today is 0 for 1. He's got a walk. Yoshi will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is an in-play 94. That'll be a fly ball into left field. Under that is going to be Raines for the Expos. He will make the catch for 2 outs in the inning. Johnson still pitching well, so the Diamondbacks will let him bat. Johnson is 0 for 1 with a flyout and a sacrifice hit. Unfortunately, he's got to help his own cause here. Yoshi will get the sign from Knorr. Yoshi trying to get out of trouble here. Yoshi will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 47, and that'll be a swing and a miss by Johnson as that retires the side. A leadoff single and a walk comes to nothing for the Diamondbacks as Arizona still holding an 8-1 lead heading into the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th coming up brings us back to the bottom of the Expos order. They're going to let Yoshi bat here. They want to get some innings out of him. So I need pitcher hitting card number 5 for Yoshi instead of pitcher hitting card number 1. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 33. That's going to be a swing and a miss by Yoshi. Strike 3 for out number 1. Johnson's 8th strikeout today. One out in the inning. Batter now is Cabrera. Cabrera today is 0 for 2. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 92. That'll be a fly ball into the left field. Under that for the Diamondbacks is going to be Gonzalez. He will make the catch for out number 2. Raines, now the batter. Raines today is 1 for 2 with a double. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 30. That's going to be a called strike 3 on Raines. That will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Expos here in the bottom of the 5th. Arizona still holding on to an 8-1 lead after 5. Johnson with his 9th strikeout on the day. Top of the 6th coming up brings us back to the top of the Arizona order. Here's Womack. Womack cleared the bases with a single his last time up. 8-1 Diamondbacks heading into the top of the 6th. Stewart continuing to get loose for the Expos. Yoshi will get the sign from Nor. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a tough 80. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Bradley getting under that one for the Expos. He will make the catch, 1 out in the inning. Here's Bell. Bell is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Yoshi will get the sign from Nor. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 35, and that'll be a called strike 3 on Bell. Strike 3 for out number 2. Batter now is Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 1 for 1 with a single and 2 walks. He also cleared the bases. Actually, I think, well, he definitely brought in at least 1 run. Yoshi will get the... Wait, hold on. Did I... Wait a minute, something's wrong. Johnson... I thought Johnson struck out to end the 5th. Hold on. Wait a second. I gotta back up here. I'm not sure I just want to figure out what happened here. Grace Sanders Finley. Okay, Grace had a base hit. Oh, I think I see what happened. Hold on. I'm gonna back this up here because the Expos... no, we're just gonna go with it. It looks like I think I forgot to enter something in Digital Diamond. They should have brought... The Expos should have scored a run. We'll just go with it. We'll just take the run off the board. I'm not gonna rewind this far back. I have to go quite a ways back to straighten it out. Anyway, looks like Digital Diamond has Bell up in... Actually, no. No, we're not going to go that far back here. We're just going to go with it. We're going to pretend that Womack was called out on strikes. So actually, Bell is going to get a second at bat here. Since something went screwy. Yoshi will get the sign from... So Bell take 2. Yoshi will get the sign from Nor, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 95. That'll be a fly ball into left field. Getting under that one in left field is going to be Raines. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. In the weirdest inning ever, 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks here in the top of the 6th. After a little bit of a review with the scorekeeper, turns out it is 8-0 Arizona heading into the bottom of the 6th. Okay, bottom of the 6th. Now that we've got that sorted out, brings us to the heart of the Montreal order. Here's Seguinal. Seguinal is 0 for 1 with a walk today. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 27. That's going to be a called strike 3 on Seguinal. Strike 3, that'll be Johnson's 10th strikeout on the day. 1 out in the inning. Batter now is Guerrero. Guerrero today is 1 for 2 with a single. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a tough 77. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Finley will get under that one for the Diamondbacks. He'll make the catch. 2 outs in the inning. Vidro, now the batter. Vidro is 1 for 2 with a single. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. 8-0 Diamondbacks, bottom of the 6th. Johnson will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. 6 is a tough 90. That'll be a ground ball over to short. Womack will get that one with no problem. He will throw that over to first, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Expos here in the bottom of the 6th. Arizona enjoying an 8-0 lead after 6. Yoshi is going to come out of the game. The Expos are going to go to the bullpen. Coming in to pitch for Montreal is going to be Scott Stewart, 3-1 with a 3.78 ERA, 47 2/3 innings pitched, 43 hits, 5 homers, 13 walks, 39 strikeouts in 2001. Batter now is Gonzalez. Gonzalez today is 1 for 1 with a single and 2 walks. Stewart will get the sign from Knorr. He will set and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 80. I don't think it's going to matter here. Tough 82 is going to be a ground ball over to second. Vidro will grab that one with no problem. He'll make the play over to first for out number 1. Williams, now the batter. Williams is 0 for 3 today. Stewart looking in at Knorr for the sign, and here's the pitch. 3 is a wheelhouse check, but a 98's way too high even against a lefty. That's going to be a fly ball into left field. Raines will get to that one for Montreal. He will make the catch for out number 2. Here's Grace. Grace is 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a walk. Stewart will get the sign from Knorr. He will set and he will pitch. 11 is a patient 79 against the lefty. Grace is almost that patient, but not quite. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Bradley will get under that one. He will make the catch. That will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks here in the top of the 7th. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." I will take a small break. Don't forget, we will have Ultra Quick Baseball by Downey Games after today's game. Our next game is going to be tomorrow afternoon, as it'll be May 7th, 2001. We will be headed to Arlington Stadium in Arlington, Texas, where the Chicago White Sox will be playing the Texas Rangers. John Garland will be on the mound for the White Sox, and Darren Oliver will be up for the Rangers. That'll be at Arlington, as we've got a matchup of early season division leaders in the Rangers and the White Sox. Bottom of the 7th coming up, Johnson continuing to pitch here and pitching very well. Leading off the inning for the Expos will be Tatis. Tatis today is 1 for 2 with a single. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 5, and that's going to be an ugly swing by Tatis. He does not hit lefties well on tough at all. That'll be strike 3 for out number 1. Also the 11th strikeout on the day by Johnson. Here's Bradley. Bradley is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 10 is a ballpark 34. Bradley's batting righty. That's a wheelhouse. A 76, though, is going to be a fly ball into center field. Finley getting under that one. He'll make the catch for out number 2. Here's Knorr. Knorr today is 0 for 2, also with 2 strikeouts. Johnson looking in at Miller for the sign. He will set, and he will pitch. 5 is a tough 77, and that'll be a fly ball into center field. Once again, Finley getting under that one. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Expos here in the bottom of the 7th. Still 8-0 Arizona after 7. Top of the 8th coming up, and we're at the middle of the Diamondbacks order. Here's Sanders. Sanders today is 1 for 2 with a double and a walk. 8-0 Diamondbacks here in the top of the 8th. Stewart will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a ballpark check. 46 for a righty is wheelhouse. Uh-oh. And we may soon be seeing the debut of the mercy rule, as that's going to get out of here with a boom! High, deep, gone! Home run, Reggie Sanders. Score is now 9-0 in favor of Arizona. Stadium groans. Ugh. Although we're probably going to start seeing people trying to beat traffic here shortly. Here's Finley. Finley today is 1 for 3 with a single. 9-0 Arizona, top of the 8th. Stewart will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 37. Called strike 3 on Finley. That'll be strike 3 for out number 1. Here's Miller. Miller today is 0 for 2 with a walk. Stewart will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 4 is a ballpark 36. That is wheelhouse for Miller. And a 9 is just enough. That'll be gone with a boom. High, deep, gone. Home run, Damian Miller. 10-0 in favor of the Diamondbacks. Stadium groans. Ugh. And here's Johnson. Johnson is 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout. We're going to get some activity in the Expos bullpen as Graham Lloyd is going to start getting loose for Montreal. Stewart will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is a tough 20. That's going to be a swing and a miss by Johnson for strike 3, out number 1. Actually, out number 2. Here's Womack. Womack today is 1 for 4. Stewart will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a patient 11, and that'll be a walk for Womack. He will have a 2-out walk. Here's Bell. Bell is 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Stewart will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. The Expos are going to try to get him out of the inning. 7 is a tough 29. That'll do it. That'll be a called strike 3 on Bell, and that will retire the side. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 walk, a solo bomb by Damian Miller. 10-0 Arizona here as we get set for the bottom of actually 2. I don't know, it looks like we had 2 solo shots. So 2 runs, 2 hits, and a walk. Solo bombs by Reggie Sanders and Damian Miller make it 10-0 Arizona here as we head into the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th brings us to the bottom of the Expos order. Stewart is going to come out of the game. Montreal is looking for some kind of anything here. Oh wait. Batter now is Knorr. Oh, I just did it again. Wow, I've been making a mess of it here today. Knorr is 0 for 2. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set and he will pitch. 3 is a patient 28. And against a lefty, that'll be a walk. Looks like I got something screwed up here. The infield will go to double play depth. Now Stewart's going to come out of the game. And I just had his card right here. The Expos need to get something going on here in the bottom of the 8th. And in order to do that, they're going to turn to a pinch hitter in Lee Stevens. 5 homers, 16 walks against left-handed pitching in 2001. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 14, and that's not what they had in mind. That's an ugly swing by Miller for strike 3, out number 1. Stevens gets retired on strikes. Batter now is Cabrera. Cabrera today is 0 for 3. Johnson looking in at Miller for the sign. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 33, and that'll be actually against the lefty, that'll be a base hit for Cabrera. Blooper into right field. Runner on first advances 1 base. All of a sudden, the Expos have something going on here. Batter now is Raines. Raines today is 1 for 3 with a double and 2 strikeouts. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a tough 76. Let's see, tough 76 against the lefty. Yep, that's going to be an out. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Finley getting under that one for Arizona. He will make the catch for out number 2. Seguinal, now the batter. Seguinal is 0 for 3, is 0 for 2 with a walk. Johnson looking in at Miller for the sign. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 45. That'll be a called strike 3 on Seguinal. Also good for Johnson's 13th strikeout on the day, tying a replay high. And he will get a chance to beat that, as that will make a leadoff single come to nothing, a 1-out single come to nothing for the Expos, 10-0 Arizona after 8. On a weekend game, I'm not going to enact the mercy rule because it's already, at this point, we're not going to be too much longer here, I don't think. But the Expos need a pitcher. Plus, I want to give Johnson a fair chance to break the replay strikeout high so far. That is Pedro Martinez with 13 strikeouts during last night's game. And coming in to pitch for the Expos will be Graham Lloyd. 9-5 with a 4.35 ERA, 70 1/3 innings pitched, 6 homers, 21 walks, 44 strikeouts in 2001. He will be starting with the heart of the Diamondbacks order. Here's Gonzalez. Lugo is 1 for 2 with a single and 2 walks. Lloyd will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 9 is a ballpark check. 8 is wheelhouse for Gonzalez. That's a 20, and that is it's going to pour gasoline on the fire with a boom! High, deep, gone. Home run, Luis Gonzalez. Oop. Looks like I was over a key. Let's try that again, shall we? 11-0 Diamondbacks. Stadium. Well, most of them already tried to beat traffic. Batter now is Williams. Williams is 0 for 4. Lloyd looking in at north of the sign. It is cavernous here at Olympic Stadium. Lloyd will set, and he will pitch. 7 is a patient 2, and that'll be a walk. Infield to go to double play depth. Batter now is Grace. Grace today is 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a walk. Lloyd looking in at north of the sign. He will set, and he will pitch. 6 is an in-play 47, and that'll be lined right to second. Getting his glove up in self-defense is Vidro. The ball will slam into it for out number 1. Is there anything special on a lineout about potentially doubling anybody off? I know inside pitch is something about that. Batters out, all runners hold. Okay, so nothing special there. Just wanted to make sure. Batter now is Sanders. Sanders is 2 for 3. He's got a double and a double, a bomb, and a walk today. Lloyd will get the sign from Knorr. He will set, and he will pitch. 8 is a tough 34. And that's going to be a called strike 3 on Sanders. 2 down in the inning. Two outs, and the batter now is Finley. Finley is 1 for 4 with a single. Lloyd trying to get out of trouble here. Come here, Dice. Lloyd will get the sign from Knorr, and he will pitch. 7 is a patient 55, and against a lefty, Finley will just miss getting on base. That'll be grounded over to third. Tatis will grab that one. He'll make the play over to first, and that will retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 walk, a solo bomb by Lugo. It is now 11-0 Arizona. But we have the age-old question to answer of, will we see some ninth inning magic? God, I hope not. What we are going to have, though, is yours truly stepping away for just a second. In case you hear chirping in the background, I just got the oven preheated because I'm going to be starting on dinner right after this. Leading off the bottom of the ninth, we've got Guerrero. Guerrero today is 1 for 3 with a single. Expos hoping to send the rest of the fans home happy who haven't left yet. Johnson trying to break the strikeout record in this replay so far. Johnson will get the sign from Miller. He will set and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 43. And a tough 43 is going to be popped up on the infield. Going into foul territory will be Williams for that one. He will make the catch for out number 1. Vidro, now the batter. Vidro is 1 for 3. Johnson looking in at Miller for the sign. He will set and he will pitch. 6 is a tough 83. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Finley getting to that one. He will make the catch. 2 down in the inning. Johnson looking to go the distance here. And the last chance for the Expos comes to Fernando Tatis. Tatis tonight is 1 for 3 with a single but 2 strikeouts. Johnson trying to get a big complete game win for the Diamondbacks. He will get the sign from Miller. Fans that are left here at Olympic Stadium hoping for a miracle. Johnson will set, and here comes the pitch. 5 is a tough 72. Called strike 3 on Tatis. Johnson breaks the shutout. Strikeout. That's your game. The Diamondbacks win this one by a final score of 11-0. Stadium, well, almost everybody went home to beat traffic already. Final line score coming up. I should mention that we will also have a product unboxing after Ultra Quick Baseball today. So make sure you stay tuned and see what new is coming in to the collection. Yep, Johnson with a replay record 14 strikeouts. I'd be stunned if that's not good for Player of the Game honors, and yes, it is good for Player of the Game honors for Johnson. For the Diamondbacks, 11 runs on 9 hits and no errors. For the Expos, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. Did you have any doubt Randy Johnson was going to be the winning pitcher? Because I didn't. Mike Thurman will end up with the loss. But before we wrap it up and send you guys away, we still have Ultra Quick Baseball coming up by Downey Games. So we're not quite done yet here, Troy. We still need to see how the rest of the majors fared. I'm just going to do my usual round of cleanup before we go over to Ultra Quick Baseball. Hopefully you guys all saw the standings update from coming out of April, so you see where everything stands so far in the replay. It is now time to see how the rest of the majors fared, and we're going to ask our friends at Ultra Quick Baseball for Downey games. The Diamondbacks picking up a big win over the Expos here, 11-0. Let's see how the rest of the majors fared. May 3rd, we've got the White Sox and the Angels. White Sox, Q13 is 2. Angels, O31. That is 3, and Anaheim will pick up that win. Brewers and the Braves. Milwaukee, R31 is 3. Braves, N21 is 2, and the Brew Crew will get a win. Yankees and the Orioles are both O's. Yankees roll a 13, that is 2. Orioles roll a 23, that is 3. Baltimore tames the Bronx Bombers. Padres and the Cubs. San Diego, S51. S51 is 5. Chicago, S51 is 5. Chicago, Q55 is 6. That'll be a win for the Cubs. Dodgers and the Reds. Dodgers, N46 is 4. Reds, O12 is 1. That'll be a win for the Blue Bombers. Indians and the Royals. Cleveland, P55 is 5. Royals, N16 is 2. That'll be a win for Cleveland. Blue Jays and the Athletics. Blue Jays, S34 is 4. Athletics, U24 is also 4. Pressure situations all around. Blue Jays with a G55 will score a run. Athletics with an M16 will not. The Blue Jays will take that one late in holding out off a rally from Oakland. Rockies and the Phillies. Colorado, V21 is 4. Philadelphia, N14 is 2. The Rockies will double up the Phillies. Giants and the Pirates. San Francisco, N36 is 3. Pittsburgh, O55, that is 5, and the Pirates will hang the Jolly Roger. Red Sox and the Mariners. Boston, U44 is 6. Seattle, V11 is 1. The Red Sox will beat up on the Mariners. Tigers and the Rangers. Detroit, J31 is 2. Texas, Q53 is 5. Texas will get that win. On to May 4th. Tigers and the Angels. Tigers, O21 is 2. Angels, M14, that is also 2. Pressure situations all around. Tigers with an A52 can't score. Can the Angels with an E24? No, they can't. They will go to extras. Tigers roll a 6, plus 2 is 8. Angels roll a 4, plus 2 is 6. Detroit will get that win, 3-2 in extras. Cardinals and the Braves. Cardinals, S16 is 3. Braves, R51 is 5. That'll be a win for the Braves. Yankees and the Orioles are both O's. Yankees roll a 25. That is 3. Baltimore rolls an 11. That is 0. The Yankees will get that win. Dodgers and the Cubs. Los Angeles, R41 is 4. Chicago, S12 is 2. The Dodgers will double up the Cubs. Padres and the Reds. San Diego, O54 is 5. Cincinnati, M35 is 3. Padres will pray up a win. Brewers and the Marlins. And the oven just came to temperature. Milwaukee, Q24 is 3. Florida, P63 is 7. That'll be a win for Florida. Twins and the Royals. Twins, N12 is 1. Royals, P31 is 4. Now, P31 is actually 3. That'll be a win for Kansas City. Astros and the Expos, a rematch of the 1985 NLCS. In my replay, that is. Houston, P46 is 5. Expos, O66 is 9. And the Astros are currently haunted by the ghosts of Olympic Stadium as the Expos get that win. Diamondbacks and the Mets. Diamondbacks, S65 is 9. Mets, P53 is 5. The Diamondbacks will get that win. Red Sox and the Athletics. Boston, T21 is 4. Oakland, U51 is 6. Oakland will win that one. Giants and the Phillies. Giants, S25 is 4. Phillies, R43 is 5. The Phillies will get that win. Rockies and the Pirates. Colorado, Q31 is 4. Pittsburgh, K14 is 1. The Rockies will get that win. Blue Jays and the Mariners. Toronto, T36 is 5. Seattle, V23 is 4. Toronto will get that win. Indians and the Devil Rays. Indians, O54 is 5. Tampa Bay, M35 is 3. Cleveland will get that win. Tigers, and May 5th. Tigers and the Angels. Tigers, O41 is 4. Angels, M62. That is 5. That'll be a win for the Angels in a rematch of the 1985 from my replay ALCS. Cardinals and the Braves. Cardinals, S11 is 1. Braves, R46 is 5. Atlanta will get that win. Yankees and the Orioles, both O's. Yankees roll a 63, that is 6. Baltimore rolls a 42, that is 4. The Yankees get another win. Dodgers and the Cubs. Los Angeles, R56 is 7. Chicago, S31 is 4. Dodgers get that win. Padres and the Reds. San Diego, O44 is 4. Reds, M16 is 2. The Friars will pray up another win. Brewers and the Marlins. Brewers, Q53 is 5. Marlins, P14 is 2. That'll be a win for the Brewers. Twins and the Royals. Minnesota, N26 is 3. Kansas City, P41 is 4. That'll be a win for Kansas City. Astros and the Expos. Astros, P21 is 3. Expos 053, that is 5. Montreal gets another win. Diamondbacks and the Mets. Diamondbacks S64 is 9. Mets N60 or P61 is 6. That'll be a win for the Diamondbacks. Red Sox and the Athletics. Boston T53 is 7. Athletics U15 is 4. Boston will get that win. Giants and the Phillies. Giants S53 is 6. Phillies R12 is 2. That'll be a win for the Giants. Rockies and the Pirates. Colorado Q11 is 0. Pirates K66 is 8. The Pirates get to hang the Jolly Roger. Okay, Blue Jays and the Mariners. Toronto T41 is 5. Seattle V43 is 6. That'll be a win for the Mariners. Indians and the Devil Rays. Cleveland 036 is a big game. 25 is going to send them back 4 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're rolling on column K now. A 36 is 3. Devil Rays M46. That's also a big game for Tampa Bay. A 51 sends them plus 4 columns. They're rolling on column Q now. A 45 is 5. That'll be a win for Tampa Bay. White Sox and the Rangers will see these two tomorrow afternoon. Actually, we've got one more day on the block. White Sox, L61. L61 is 5. Texas, S33. S33 is 4. That'll be a win for the White Sox. On to May 6th. Tigers and the Angels. Detroit, 015 is 2. Anaheim, M32 is 3. That'll be a win for the Halos. Cardinals and the Braves. St. Louis, S25 is 4. Atlanta, R16 is 3. The Cardinals will get a win. Yankees and the Orioles are both O's. Yankees roll a 35. That is 4. Orioles roll a 63. That is 6. That'll be a win for the Orioles. Dodgers and the Cubs. Dodgers, R25 is 3. Cubs, S43. That is 5. That'll be a win for the Cubs. Padres and the Reds. Padres, 046 is 4. Reds, M14 is 2. The Friars get yet another win. Brewers and the Marlins. Brewers, Q61 is 7. Marlins, P61 is 6. And once again, the beer makers get the fish drunk. Twins and the Royals. Minnesota, N14 is 2. Kansas City, P61 is 6. That'll be another win for Kansas City. Astros still in Montreal. Houston still cannot shake Olympic Stadium. P34 is 4. Montreal, 046. That is also 4. Pressure situations all around. Astros with a K65 will score. The Expos with a B25 will not, and I spoke too soon about the Astros shaking Montreal Stadium. Diamondbacks and the Mets. Diamondbacks. S14 is 3. Mets. P45. That is 5. That'll be a win for the Mets. Red Sox and the Athletics. Boston. T34 is 4. Oakland. U62 is 8. That'll be a win for Oakland. Giants and the Phillies. Giants. S54. That is 6. Phillies. R22 is 3. The Giants will double up the Phillies. Rockies and the Pirates. Colorado. Q12 is 1. Pittsburgh. K56 will probably let them hang the Jolly Roger again. That is 4. And the Pirates will hang the Jolly Roger. Blue Jays and the Mariners. Toronto. T21 is 4. Seattle. V43 is 6. Seattle will get that win. Indians and the Devil Rays. Indians. 064 is 7. Devil Rays. M24 is 2. The Indians will get that win. White Sox and the Rangers will have these two on the board tomorrow afternoon. White Sox. L25 is 3. Texas. S35. That is 4. That'll be a win for the Rangers. And that is your Ultra Quick Baseball by Downey Games. If your team won today, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll be at Arlington Stadium, where the Texas Rangers will be hosting the Chicago White Sox. John Garland will be on the mound for the White Sox. Darren Oliver will be on the mound for the Rangers. Before we get to any of that, though, I promised you guys a delivery unboxing. And here it is. I just got this delivery in. You can probably see what it is if you look at the bottom of the camera, but it is from Roxy Publications. So let's crack this open and see what we've got in here, shall we? A little bit of an excess tape job, but it's not horrible. And then we'll come down the seam right here. Opening toward the camera is always a little awkward, but I'll manage. Also, with excess packaging is a little irritating. Holy crap, how many layers did they put this in? Okay, here we go. I'm going to leave the blade open for the time being, because we are being greeted by bubble wrap in here. And the first thing that we've got coming out is a Christmas-themed game of Dice Throne by Roxy Publications. We have got Santa versus Krampus. So another Christmas-themed game that we could potentially add on the channel. Also in here, once I get this corrugated, actually it's just a corrugated pad, it feels like. We are also being greeted in here. Let's see if I can lift this out cleanly. This is a very tight fit. Actually, I think we're going to do it. I don't want to ruin this box. There, we got it. Actually, it's 2 boxes, but I definitely didn't want to ruin them, because I'll probably be using them to ship some stuff out. But we've got Dice Throne Adventures, also by Roxley Games. Admittedly, I wasn't originally accumulating Dice Throne stuff for this, but this is a nice bonus. I had another purpose in mind with Dice Throne. Dice Throne Adventures is a genre-building, co-op-bending cooperative expansion to the hit game Dice Throne. Simply grab a friend and any of your Dice Throne heroes and delve into randomly generated worlds, beautiful environments, intense boss battles, an innovative hack-and-slash style looting system, and non-destructive legacy elements. Definitely like that. Of course, it contains an expansion. 1 or more Dice Throne heroes are required to play, and we've got plenty of those. So that'll do it for this playthrough and my 2001 season replay. Tomorrow afternoon, like I mentioned, we will be at Arlington Stadium in Arlington, Texas, where the Chicago White Sox will be playing the Texas Rangers. I'm not going to go through all of that again. Before we get there, though, the Winter Campaign in Arkham Horror, the card game tomorrow morning, will take us back into the drowned city of Relay for the second scenario, the Obsidian Statues. Next week, Mystical Munchies will be out of the official Frozen cookbook as we're making the entree. Coronation Day prime rib with blueberry au jus and horseradish sauce. Say that 5 times fast. Wednesday, there will be a programming change. I was going to play Defending America, Intercepting the America Bombers by Compass Games, but instead, I'm going to continue, for the next 5 Wednesdays actually, I'm going to be continuing my 2001 Payoff Pitch Baseball season replay on Wednesdays. I need to make up ground. I'm going to be losing a few Thursdays, and I want to make up ground to cover for that. So I'm going to use Wednesdays to do that. Anyway, I'll talk more about that in Monday's 7th inning stretch. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications so you get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care everyone. The Arizona Diamondbacks come into Olympic Stadium and dominate the Montreal Expos, winning by a final score of 11-0. Take care, and I will see you guys tomorrow.